Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily chart, we are looking at our biggest impulse toward the upside for this cycle from the 15k to the 100k for Bitcoin, even higher. Very nice bull run. Of course, currently we are in this fifth wave toward the upside, probably finished, probably not yet. And this is a debate, of course, now between one more wave toward the upside for the bullish scenario or finished a bull run and moving toward the downside. As we can see on the channeling here for this cycle, we can see this channel taken from the wave 2 and it is based on the wave 3 as an acceleration channel, of course, meaning the acceleration channel is the channel where you would like to see the wave 5 of your impulse after 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You would like to see this wave 5 leaving the corrective channel here, the blue channel, and breaking this acceleration channel to move inside it, almost hitting the midline of this acceleration channel as a signal of a wave 5 that it has topped. And of course, you would like to see a range inside it in case you have several 4, 5. You would like to see, of course, a hit in the lower line here and move toward the upside again. And finishing, of course, a new wave 5 with a new all-time high as we got exactly here. Now, after this, of course, in case we have still one more wave 4 and a 5 to finish, you would like, of course, to see a wave 4 hitting the midline again and probably using it, of course, as a support and moving toward the upside again for a wave 5. However, the price here, of course, went more sideways and, of course, left this acceleration channel. However, we still one more chance, of course, regarding the base channel here, which it can play a support still, of course, and move towards the upside. Your base channel is the channel taken, of course, from the wave 1 and based on the wave 2 here. And this is the base channel where you would like to see as well that the wave 5 leave, of course, or break it out and then moving inside the acceleration channel. However, currently we are in between, and this is a very, very critical price action here that we can get, because breaking the base channel, meaning definitely we are in a bearish market and we're moving toward the downside. Yeah, so that was it for the channeling. Let's take a look, of course, on the daily bullish scenarios. So for the daily bullish scenarios for our wave 5 here, as you know, we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, triple 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then we have 4 and a 5. Finished wave 3 in the yellow count, and we're looking, of course, still probably for something corrective here for a wave Y and to finish a wave 4. The current scenario is a W, X, and a Y. However, your wave Y looks unfinished yet, in case, of course, it is a regular flat or a running flat, we call it. Yes, it has still, of course, to finish 5 ways toward the downside somehow to finish this as a regular flat, or probably as a triangle, which it needs a little bit more time in sideways. And then, of course, moving toward the upside for a wave 5 is a very, very possible. Now, the second scenario, which is a bearish, where you have double 1, 2s, you have a bigger W, X, and a Y here as a correction for your wave 4. You have 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Toward the upside, probably you have a top for a Bitcoin in this cycle in a double 1, 2, and double 4, 5 in the top here. And now you're looking at a triple 1, 2s toward the downside, where you would like to hit, of course, lower prices, hitting the CME gap, of course, and with several 4, 5, 4, 5 for a bearish market, of course, and then start to move for higher prices, probably having an A, B, and a C as a 3-wave corrective and invalidation of the bullish scenario in case we have one more wave 4 here as expected before. If you hit this invalidation level 66,400, meaning, of course, you cannot expect any kind of wave toward the upside anymore unless you want to start a new bull run. So the highest possibilities right now between bullish and bearish are the following. Whether we move towards the upside directly in case we are in 1, 2, 1, 2, double 1, 2s here, and probably we have finished 3, 4, 5 for a wave 3 here, and W, X, and a Y for a wave 4, and one more move toward the upside for a wave 5 in this scenario, of course, where you have double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4 and a 5. Otherwise, you could have this one where you still, of course, even in double 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. WXY, probably your wave 4 is extended here and moving toward the upside. And in this case scenario, of course, you are looking to finish this W, X, and a Y somehow, or W, X, and a Y, in, of course, a finished zigzag, at least to see, of course, a triple zigzag finished, of course, as a corrective wave, and then moving toward the upside. However, one of these scenarios, as you can see, whether we move directly almost from here or we move one more low, we have one more low, of course, toward the downside to finish this scenario where you might finish, of course, a double or triple 1-2s here. It doesn't matter, of course, it can be triple 1-2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 4, 5, and then 4, 5. So it doesn't matter here the count anymore. What it matters, of course, here, what we are going to get. Are we going to get, for example, a deeper wave 4, or are we moving toward the upside directly, or probably even continuation toward the downside in the most bearish scenario? So these are the scenarios. The most highest possibilities that it might happen, of course, is that after a triangle, probably moving toward the upside, or finishing one more leg as a zigzag toward the downside to move for higher prices, meaning you want to see this finish exactly as 3 corrective waves, and then, of course, be able to move for higher prices. Now, on the 1-hour chart, of course, as we can see, the price is still, of course, ranging as sideways, very, very long, boring sideways. And as you can see, we are between the invalidation of a bearish scenario and the invalidation of a bullish scenario. So we are in both scenarios right now, and we are ranging in between, of course, those invalidation points. Meaning now, if you move higher, you will invalidate the bearish scenario, and your bearish scenario is currently where you have 1, 2, 3, and probably now you're looking for a wave 4. And this wave 4, it might be, of course, sideways range, as of course triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the downside, and taking invalidation of bullish, where your invalidation of bullish meaning, of course, is this triangle A, B, C, D, and an E, of course. Probably we still, of course, move a little bit lower for a wave E, or even from here, as we saw in the daily, we might move towards the upside because we have finished a wave E, right? So if this wave E has been finished somewhere here, of course, then we have to see, of course, higher prices before taking the 93K 400. If we take the 93K 400, the wave E will invalidate this triangle, will transform it to an A, B, and a C somehow, and probably it will seek, of course, to take this low inside this blue box. So this is a scenario. If we take, of course, the 93K 400, therefore you have to expect to take the low here inside the blue box to create a new low, finishing this in 3 corrective wave finally, if it happens, and then moving towards the upside. Of course, moving for higher prices from here, meaning, of course, that you have finished A, B, C, D, E, and probably, of course, moving for higher prices. Our scenario for an A, B, and a C regular flat finished here is very, very low possibility. As I mentioned, we need 5 waves toward the downside. This is not a 5 waves correction. This is still in a perfect triangle for a wave E to be finished, and then probably moving toward the upside. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments.